I wasn't expecting it. Fine. What's on your mind?
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again.
Yeah, but I dared you first, so you have to go.
My fingers were crossed. I'm not going in there and getting swallowed by a devil.
Oh, I get it. You're scared.
Oh, knock it off. Let's go home. We can play Chase the Gelatinous Cube in the alley.
I'm not going in there. To hell. It was Runt's idea.
You first? I double drown dare you. Are you afraid? You go in first. It's your idea.
Yeah, but I
Can't Can you believe it? They removed the Baldur's Mouth puzzle section. That was the best bit. And for what? An interview with some lord. I don't care what he's done. I just want my letter games back.
No. Speak thrice the phrase correctly, and lucky you'll forever be. Okay, great. Scarab. Oh, damn it! Can't you see I'm trying to concentrate? Scarab, sap, scarabs, cap. Oh, this is gonna be harder than I thought. Just 3 times. Only have to say it 3 times.
I get it. You're scared.
Scarab, sap, scarab, sap, scarab, sap, scarab, sap. Ah! Did it! But nothing's happening. Oh, shit! That was 4 times, wasn't it? Bollocks!
You go in first. It's your idea.
Yeah, but I dared you first, so you have to go.
My fingers were crossed. I'm not going in there and getting
Scarab, sap, scab. Terrible!
I-
Idiot! Fool!
You're scared.
Scarab, no! Scarab! God's sakes! Scarab, sap, scarab. Ah!
Interviews, politics, gossip. All of it gets in that bloody Baldur's Mouth rag. Except the people actually wanted a board.
Sorry, victims.
Look! It's so pretty.
Hey, soldier.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I'd be delighted. Though, someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course. Back in the thick of things. Salutations.
Look, Mama, look! It's so pretty. You're slouching.
No time to rest.
The printing block has never been so hot. Scandals, vandals, where to buy sandals. It's all here in the Boulders Market. Burgers yesterday, keep seeing us away. Gather round for the show. Sit down, Sorry, Invictus.
Look, Mama, look! It's so pretty.
I know what to do. I've heard he's not really one
That's not
customer
funny.
service. I think it's very funny.
Well, you're wrong.
If you're bald and I'm wrong, where have Jeremy and his mother gone?
Not one for customer service.
I saw some people in Arokan's tower last 10 days. Looked a proper fright when they came out.
Surely you can't just go rough it up.
My advice? Cobble together what you can from what's left and wait for this all to blow over. In a little. I've got a bit more shopping to do.
The shelves are practically
Figurines. To pick up some hair pigment for your father.
jewelry.
This is ludicrous. My complaints will be heard.
Oh, well, it might just be there's not much left. The Absolute's making people panic.
Rationing anything.
Oh, absolutely not. I still need my full complement of herbs. How am I supposed to do any healing without them?
I'm sure you'll manage. It's not as if your cupboards are bare just yet.
I shouldn't have to wait until I've got nothing left. I need to be prepared. We all do.
Not a title for me, I think.
Ready to right what you've wronged? That's better. How can I help you? Huh. Bold.
You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Leverokin was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand, apparently. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiot Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you? Interesting choice. If I didn't know better, I'd think you might have the necromancy of Thay in your possession. I'd advise tremendous care with the Tharkiot Codex. The cost of unlocking its mysteries is onerous. Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. I'm happy to describe the wonders that lie between their covers, but I'm afraid purchasing them is simply out of the question. Customers like you are why I prefer the company of books. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either. It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra. Failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
That's it. That's what I need.
The Annals of Karsus would no doubt have much to say about the Crone's true nature. If only you could read them.
I already told you. It is locked in our vault. And with good reason. Imagine if a tome so dangerous was sold to someone with such poor comprehension. You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tones is enough to stimulate most.
Well, at least they seem to use the everything of everything. Not a title for me, I think. Mother's Leaf. Oh, God.
I can tell you're
Not everyone can just wave their hands and be
You're after nothing. Luckily for you, that's exactly what I have. The best necromantic charms in the city. All your money. Just think of the possible.
Have you seen how much the prices have risen? Might as well be throwing my gold straight into the lava elemental.
I'd be a laughing stock with that wandering round on.
You and I both know that being undead takes a toll. We also do a range of fetching units and complementary
Why are lava elementals so hot?
Because they're made of fire, darling.
If the lava elemental is made of fire, what am I made of?
Many things, I suppose. Blood, bile, phlegm, chocolate.
Chocolate?
Why, of course, darling.
You might want to be careful. I've heard he's not being mindful of customer service. How delightful! We must have it.
Mother, if I were a lava elemental, I'd get a job in a restaurant. I could cook food right on my body, so I wouldn't even need an oven.
You make a fine point. Very efficient, you do.
No fish, only chicken, beef, and vegetables. No pork
Must have
either.
some sort of merit.
It'd be your body. You'd make the rules.
Well, at least they seem to use the everything. The shells are practically picked with everything. Not a title for me, I think.
Mothers, I'm bored.
Mother's Leaf.
Hello, board.
It might just be
I'm
there's
your
not much
mother.
left. The absolutes make people panic.
That's not funny.
I think it's very funny.
Well, you're wrong.
If you're wrong and I'm wrong, where have Jeremy and his mother gone?
Just doing it here.
Ugh.
Some people have no respect. Into the bin where it belongs.
Wonderful object for property protection. The trespasser chopped its arms off, but it's still
Can we
chewed.
go now?
They won't be trespassing
In a
anywhere
little.
else in a hurry.
I've got a bit more shopping to do.
Then where are we going?
Gold in these stacks
Pick
somewhere.
up some hair ointment.
Idiot.
I already have 2 copies of this.
Have a bit of that cat.
That's why it's me.
You've wandered into a forbidden area. You sense it might be time to leave.
Perhaps not.
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
door is named for a different dusty wizard. No prizes for guessing which is hiding the annals of Carsus.
A train.
Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
There are traps about.
Please help me.
Death can't have me. Not yet. I must heal.
now?
At least things have stayed interesting.
Unlock hereby the path to the Carsus Vault.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Take you.
We've saved me. I cannot take much more.
Take you.
A bit of caution never hurt. Death's close at hand.
The Annals of Carsus. The preamble to a civilization's down. This isn't what I expected. This is much more. The crown of Garces. And this is no mere journal. It contains Carsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for godhood. Carsus. I believe I mentioned him before. The child who would become a god. He was the most powerful wizard ever known. And he attempted to unseat the goddess of magic herself. Only she used the last of her power to block him from the weave. His magic faltered. The great flying cities of Netheril plunged from the sky. Carsus's folly. That goddess of magic was reborn as Mystra. She ruled on while Netherese magic was reduced to fall. If we can collect the crown setting and the 3 Netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it. Do not mistake the crown itself for the actions of its wearer, or rather, those control. If we could restore its former glory, it would no longer be a mere leash and collar used to subjugate friend or foe. It would be something greater. Something divine. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last would be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore them. Then you're already wiser than me. That's a lesson I've only recently learned. I worshipped Mystra loyally for years, and in that time she granted me the barest sliver of the power I was ready to wield. Even with the fate of the world at stake, she had little more to help us. Mystra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control, ready to be claimed by Carsus's successor. Do you think I had not considered that? I have no intention of repeating his folly. Powerful as he was, Carsus lacked some advantages I can lay claim to. I know Mystra intimately, and I carry a fragment of the weave itself within my body. Carsus achieved many things, but he never managed that. A long road lies ahead before the crown comes into our possession. All I ask for now is that you do not dismiss this possibility out of hand. Please, at least think on it. I see. I suppose I am asking you to take a leap of faith even the most loyal of companions might struggle to land gracefully. Spent so long feeling inferior. Shut out from my destiny over such a simple act of youthful enthusiasm. Perhaps I got carried away with the thought this crown could give me back what Mistra took. Cure me, even. You're right. There aren't many wizards who'd care to be mentioned in the same breath as him, or his folly. Thank you for letting me read this. At least we can face our enemy armed with the knowledge of its true nature, and of the stakes, should we fail to defeat it.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Someone there?
Which way to the nearest library?
Still alive. So that's progress.
There's no time to waste.
Let's get going.
Keep your distance, darling.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
something over there.
Oh, my hand slipped.
I shouldn't have to wait until I've got nothing left. I need to be prepared. We all do.
No, this was here last week. I already have 2 copies of this.
Welcome back.
Leroican's illusion is blissfully unaware of its caster's demise, but remains bound to its duties.
You make a fine point. Very efficient you've been.
No fish, only chicken, and vegetables.
Well, it might just be there's not much left.
Either.
The absolutes make
If it be
people
your
panic.
body, you'd make the rules.
What the issue of Boulder's Mouth Gazette doing in here?
I'm sure you'll manage. It's not as if
Some people have no respect for literature. Into the bin where it
I
belongs.
shouldn't have to wait until I've got nothing left.
I need to be prepared. We all do.
Madness, I'm bored. Hello, bored. Hi, your mum.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of bull durian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. Tell me, what curiosities have you and your companions discovered within the walls of this esteemed emporium? So, you have learned the truth of the enemy we face. The very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mr. asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mistra knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mistra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
I'm curious enough to make the attempt. All right. An audience with the mother of magic it is.
Perhaps. Perhaps that should have been your mission right from the start. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave. If you are willing, trust in Mistra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
So all it took to get Mistra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it. The Weave is a highly sensitive, magical network threaded through all life on this plane. Any shift in magical energy, no matter how small, is akin to a beacon, alerting Mistra to its cause. Opening a book, like the Annals of Carsus, was akin to us shooting a firework spelling, "Look at us, Mistra," directly into the skies of Elysium. She knows. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you.
Look! It's so pretty. The loitering block has never been so hot.
It's you. I never forget a face. Noble stock is why the customers came. We were out in our arses soon enough without it. Too bad my worthless fella couldn't get one simple thing right in his life. He's wrecking my head as always. Makes himself useful with a broom from time to time at least.
Trust no one.
All right, what now?
You should start your own opinion column.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's steel watch? Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard. No, a bit too familiar. Mr. Needle.
Please, leave me to my memories, if you wouldn't mind.
Dear Mr. Highbury,
I've been telling Cora everything me and Dad did. We're going to write the best book ever. Dad will be so proud of me.
don't read any of these. Lovely day for it.
Good. Once Gortash clears off the cultists, I'll still have to clean the rabble off the streets.
He'll manage. There's nothing that man can't do.
Fresh tomatoes in the city on the stage.
Welcome back. What can I do you for? Going to make this place famous, I reckon. Victim is a bloody duke. Boleyn Stelmane. Well, she was a duke. Now she's just bloody. I reckon I'll be able to charge double for that room once the constable's done with it. Murders and ghosts are always grand for business. At least, I hope. It's been slim pickings since the Absolute butchered that supply convoy. But have a look. Fill your boots, mate.
Hey, smart stuff. I'm Willoughby, the comedian. And we got a little contest here called the Laugh Riot. You want to play along?
Great! I'll go first to show you how it's done, and then you can see if you can top me. Hello, Baldarians! You know, I wouldn't be here tonight, except my wife ran off with a cambium. That's right, I got fiend zoned. We used to have a drow comedian. I had to ask her to stop casting Tasha's hideous laughter on the audience. Then I asked her how many drow it takes to light a torch, and she said, none. We have dark vision. So I killed her.
The Elf Song patrons think that one's funny. There may be hope for you yet.
Your turn, smart stuff. Knock 'em dead, but not literally. Got me? If that's the best you got, smart stuff, you should quit before the crowd gets angry. I first heard that one when I was in short pants on the school playground. Pig jokes are never wrong. Well done.
A single person applauds from the back of the room, probably out of pity.
Sorry, smart stuff. No joy for you, I'm afraid. But that sounds like job security for me. Another triumph. Yes, indeed. How'd you get it if you cross an owl bear with a bugbear? An owl bug. You get it? Hey, would it kill you to laugh a little?
Join a cult of
Yes, very amusing. Very amusing indeed.
Hey, you know why it isn't wrong to fart in a Stormshore tabernacle? It smells divine. Whoa! Yeah, I got the kind of thing you like if you like this kind of thing.
shame. Edvard used to do such a good job running the Gazette. Oh, come now, Caris. The broadsheet isn't that bad. Found anything interesting in today's broadsheet, Caris? What about Estra's column? She always has something.
Good. But once Gortash clears off the cultists, we'll still have to clean the rabble.
Afternoon.
You not found anything interesting in today's broadsheet, Caris? What about Estra's column? She always has something juicy.
As the Absolute's forces stalk ever closer, take solace in his brilliance and know that we will be protected.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
An audience with your goddess can go wrong. I should know. But do whatever you feel is best, Gale.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Thankfully not. Though she's not been averse to demanding the odd human sacrifice in recent days, has she? When I pictured this moment, I thought I'd feel more in control. Yet, here I am, with palms sweatier than a bugbear's armpit. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. for a wizard. To have the love of the goddess of magic herself. It was intoxicating. An experience beyond expression. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm gonna have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. You're right. A heartfelt apology is the surest way to a goddess's heart, and her favor. I pray that she'll be in a forgiving mood. If she weren't the one I'd be praying to. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
Mystra. I never thought we'd speak again like this. Why am I here?
There is much unsaid between us, but time runs ever short. You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
I didn't want to die. And when I saw the crown, I thought I might not have to, if I only understood its power.
And you believe you have the right to such an understanding? The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
That can't be. It wasn't. It couldn't have been. I only wished to prove myself worthy. I had no idea.
You were already worthy. What you lacked was patience, and it cost you dearly. When the Karsite Weave entered your body, your gifts were the first thing it consumed. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
I won't let you down again. When the Absolute is vanquished, I will surrender Karsus's powers to you. You have my word.
Thank you. May the Weave's light guide your purpose, and its wisdom guide your hand. The future of magic rests on your shoulders, Gale of Waterdeep. I promise you, it is a burden you are strong enough to bear.
mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time. Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that? As always, I endeavor to be invigorated by your candor, rather than eviscerated by it. Blunt, as your summation is, it's correct. I dared to call myself an archmage while acting the apprentice. The hallmarks of a most excellent idiot, unfortunately. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mistra's expectations. Once I bring the crown of Karsus to her, I can put everything right. The orb, too. I'll be myself again, for all that's worth. I'll have to disagree with you there. Having not one but two parasitic entities within your body does very little for one's faith in one's personality. Still, I should take the compliment with the same generosity it was given, so thank you. If I can promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an Elder Brain to get to. Shall we?
What will happen to those who oppose us? They'll be burned by the one who
In my opinion, we should have a steel watch in every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked. It'd certainly help with the dishes.
Off the cultists. Still have to clean the rabble off the streets.
I'm never eating at the elf song again. What if there were bits?
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will...
Wow. Gale is the chosen of Mystra. Congrats to him, I think. Hope he knows what he's doing. We haven't fared very well with other chosen so far.
What's on your mind? I've often asked myself the same question, but never really found a satisfactory answer. You clearly see something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently. I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. Though the orb still seems to offer our best hope of destroying the brain, I retain some hope that another, less costly solution can be found. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing.
So, Gale's agreed to be a good boy and hand the crown over to Mystra. I can't say I would have made the same call, but each their own.
Fate, spin. Dost thou require a new ally? Or
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
please, don't look at me.
Gale is a better man than most, to choose what is right, even after what Mystra asked of him. Me? I think I would have tugged the great goddess's hair a bit first.
It seems Gale has made amends with Mistra. Good for him. Though, I don't see any such reconciliation between myself and Shah anytime soon.
This crown seems too powerful and dangerous an object for mere mortals to possess. Too dangerous even for Mistra. But I would sooner trust it with a god than a man.
Listen here.
How can I help?
Hello. Nice day for a walk.
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I do support...
Hearing you say that stresses me out more than a gazette, mate.
Not my type. He's not been near a razor in months.
But I beg you first, so you have to go. I'm exactly as Yondala made me. Bloody brilliant. No more puzzles. A travesty.
Yeah.
Okay. Then consider it yours, love.
Oh, you are us.
Chef Revere has been staying most vigilant since your warning, yes. Only murders in this kitchen will be of the rat kind. You just lie